Yeah, that's just one of those things that just came to my mind. Just that quiet moment as you get on the mic, you just say anything random. You know what I'm saying?
Bing, bada, boom.
Ooh, realest guys in the room. How you doing? Folks, what's going on? Welcome to episode 163 of the Foresight Podcast. This your boy Arden talking to you.
Yeah, and it's your boy Wills.
AK's on the way. You already know where we at. We at the crib, WTF Media Studios. We got our guy Wolf there, making sure the vision is ever so captured beautifully. Thank you as always for listening to a new episode of the Foresight Podcast. Love is love. We're happy that you guys are enjoying the crispy audio. We're happy that you guys are enjoying the visuals as well as the promotional clips. So you already know where you can find us, man. Follow us on social media. The Instagram is at the Foresight Company. The Twitter is at Foresight Company. Visit our website as well, foresightny.com, where you can get all the updates and everything about the Foresight crew. And you already know what we're doing on the music, man. With Foresight Music, that's the IG. And of course, check out what we've been cooking up. Fargo Fridays, the EP, still going crazy. Check that out. Our latest single, Treat Me Different, by the good brothers Phil Jackson and Cool Kid Dre. Check that out. And of course, continue to check out everything that we've been doing and working on and much more, because we appreciate you guys for showing the love and the support, because we've seen the support, man, for real. You guys have been going up more and more, and it's always fun seeing you guys in real life too. Be like, oh, word, I see your podcast, I see your shows, I see what's going on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Getting a lot of that. Seeing a lot of people starting to really watch the episodes too.
Yeah, man, we had to get you guys back. Had to go and hit reset. Now we here. You know what I'm saying? We're absolutely here with it. Good brother Wills.
Yes, sir.
How you been doing?
How
you been surviving during this Mercury retrograde? For real, man. I gotta ask that, bro, because I'm not gonna act like I never believed it, but after today, I'm still standing. But yeah, that Mercury retrograde is real. I had to Google it. I'm like, what does this mean for a Taurus?
Alexa, play Falling by Alicia Keys.
Facts, bro. I'm like, what does this mean for a Taurus? Are we supposed to survive this? How many more days are left?
Yo, but I've been good, man. Been chilling. I told y'all, I think since the last time I got a new job.
New job alerts. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. New bag alert.
New bag alert. So yeah, new job. About to start that real soon, bringing that new bag.
Yes, sir.
Happy about that. I just been chilling, man. Actually, I've been getting ready because I've just been ready to get back to work. So
yeah.
I just been chilling. Chilling with my daughter. She's in school now. It's kind of crazy how time just flew by. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
You say that, I think back to when you first told me about her.
Yeah.
I think back when I gave like my first gift.
Yeah, I remember that was like her birthday.
Yeah, like, and now she's in school.
Yeah.
Now you packing the lunches and everything, making sure she getting her education. Yo, it's crazy, B.
This is crazy, man. She came home one day. I'm like, how's school? What you do? She was like, oh, I went to sleep. I guess nap time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what else you do? Then I heard her go, red light, green light, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about Squid Games though.
Yeah.
I just finished Squid Games like the day before. I'm like, oh, hell no.
I do that anthem all the time. Red light, green light. Yeah, that joint crazy.
Yeah, but I'm good, man. Just chilling.
I hear you on that. I'm still here, surviving and thriving. You know, maintaining, trying not to be complaining. Squid Game also has me in a chokehold. I rewatched that back like 3 times just off the strength. I love that show, and I watched it back the last 2 times, ladies and gentlemen, in its original language, in Korean. For real, it's actually way better. It's actually way better.
It probably looks better because like that was one thing me and my friends talked about, like watching it like with the like dubbed over, I guess. Like it was kind of like corny because the closed captions wasn't really matching with what they were really saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a different word or a different sentence, but I get it, but like it kind of blew my eyes.
Yeah, like watching it in Korean was way better because it's like, I had the English subtitles, but I was trying not to read the subtitles.
Oh, okay.
But it was way better. Like I think you felt just more of the emotion.
Damn, that
And
boy
yeah,
Korean, goddamn.
yeah, man, I had to for real. Hey, episode 6 still hurts. Um, episode 9 still wrong. Shout out to Shorty who went from like 400,000 IG followers to over 12 million. For a while, I was like, man, I can't follow her, but I followed her.
I love her.
Like I had to follow her. Shout out to all y'all making those memes. Like, yeah, such and such said that this project by some random rapper changed the world. Like that was
I think it
hilarious.
was like the Young Nudie one was like the first one that really surfaced, and then I'm not gonna lie, when somebody sent in the group chat, I believed it at first. And it was like, nah, that's fake. I'm like, oh, okay. But then I think Young Nudie actually,
Yeah,
like,
Young Nudie
reposted.
did it. Kodak reposted. It's been funny to watch, but in general, I've been good, man. You know, like I was telling Wills, and I know a lot of you out there can relate. I'm definitely in that stretch in life where, as much winning that is happening, it's always not as easy to remember that you're winning and things are going your way when you have your fair share of losses. So I definitely have had my fair share of losses professionally, which is way better than personally. Professionally, just with, you think you get the job, damn it, I didn't get that job, or you thought you were gonna get this look and you don't. But just remembering again, like, yo, like we still been winning. In case you haven't heard, Foresight has been approved to cover Rolling Loud. We will be there as media. Just found out earlier today, we're good to go to cover the verses that's happening this Sunday between Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One. So it's just perspective. Perspective is everything. Again, wins are still happening, even though there's been some, late buzzer losses. But other than that, man, I can't complain. Moving on with the show, of course, we got to do our shout outs. As always, got to give huge love and support to the Stay Busy podcast, Armand, Nick, and Kieran for putting me on to this. Speaking of them, congratulations, fellas, on starting your new season of the podcast. Best of luck to you guys. And I want to give a shout out to another young Black-owned business happening and opening in Westchester County. Salute to the Private Shop. The Private Shop is on 219 East Post Road. It's another clothing store that's been, obviously doing its thing. You want all the low dunks because you can't get it on the sneaker app. You can get it from there. Yes. Any new merch, anything. Salute to Drew, one of the owners of the shop. I was there, Wills, last weekend because YB, salute to the homie YB.
Yeah, pop-up.
Yeah, she launched a pop-up for like her collection, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. So I, showed up, showed love.
Fire.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I wanted to go, but I wasn't even in town. And then I seen the time. By the time it ended, it was the time I was getting back in town. So I was like kind of tight.
Yeah, I pulled up.
I'm sorry, I usually show love, but I couldn't be there.
Yeah, pulled up on behalf of us. You know what I'm saying? Also got some dope interviews and stuff there. The homie Dave East pulled up.
I seen that. That's
which was dope. Dave East in the 9.
There though, right?
Hopefully so.
I need a hoodie. That shit.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna front.
Yeah, man, it was dope being there. Shout out to the Trippy Trends, who also are opening up their own fashion store in Peekskill, which I'm gonna try to pop out to because again, those dudes, I've told them in front of their face, and I tell anybody that's from the 9, those dudes are literally like 914 legends, bro.
Yeah, they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, like I've heard of them before I even like met you, before I even came up with Foresight, like that. As I'm talking like 2013.
I knew them before I met. I didn't know. Well, I heard of. Because I remember when I first linked, like 2013, right?
Yeah,
because that's when I first linked with Johnny, because Johnny was in a group that was like the year he went solo.
Yeah,
and then I was just, because it was around that time, because I remember they did like, before it was Raps and Receipts, it was called like Out the Mud. Shout out to Dada.
Yeah, of course.
He was calling them like Out the Mud. And I remember, I think Trippy Twins did it with Johnny, a long time ago. Yeah. But
it was good. It was good seeing them. It was good seeing our guy, Son of Sam. Good to see him happy. Good to see him smiling. Of course, like we told you last episode, donate to his GoFundMe so our brother could get back full strength. There was some madness that happened with him. Sam said, "What up?"
Okay.
He's back. He's back in a good groove.
Haven't seen him in a while too.
Yeah, so it was dope just being there, man. And it's one of those things where through businesses and all of that stuff, is dope being able to get together with people who you see from the scene. Side note, yo, Wolf, AK's downstairs.
Oh, I want to. Wolf, do you have water?
But that's right, people. You see everything in and out the takes, man. We don't cut at all here. But it was just dope seeing that, just because again, it's like
Cold right there.
yeah, but it's been because you rarely see anybody outside. Like I'm not even talking just because of like the pandemic, but rarely do people get anything together these days, especially in the 9. So when you're able to pop out and you see folks, if folks, of course, know of what we've done and they give us their flowers and I'm able to give them their flowers on behalf of us and even me personally, it was really, really dope. But word, shout out to the private shop. Check them out. 219 East Post Road. Salute to Drew and the crew there. They got a really dope store, really good merch, sneakers. I plan on shopping. Wills, what about you?
I don't know if I gave this shout out before, but I want to shout out my boy Shannon from the town.
Oh, yeah. What up, Shannon?
Yeah, he got his clothing company called Influence.
Our third amigo is here, AK. I see the purple. All right. You're giving me very retro Wale vibes with that hat. Very Wale vibes.
Okay, but yeah, I want to shout out Shannon. He got the company, his clothing line called Influence.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You could check them out on Instagram. Influence with an NFLUE.
These things make the difference, people. Seriously.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah, I want to shout him out. I actually got on a pair of his shorts right now.
Oh, those are fire. Dead ass. Yeah, show it.
Show 'em off.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but
When you from the 9, you get free promotion.
but yeah, shout out to him. He's been doing his thing for a while, for a long ass time.
That's a fact.
But yeah, his shit is fire. Check him out. But yeah, that's what I want to shout out.
AK, before we ask you for your shout out, how have you been surviving? Because I already asked Wills and I've already told how I've been doing. How you been surviving during this Mercury retrograde?
I even know it's Mercury retrograde. I'm gonna keep it
Yeah,
running.
man.
I got some shit to tell y'all niggas after the show. It's been a lot.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all. But aside from that, though, honestly, just trying to keep my head up, the usual.
Word
It's
to
the real
pop.
shit. Yeah. But to the shout outs, I got 2 people. First off, I want to shout out this nigga Kicks Capri up in Poughkeepsie.
Nice.
He's been doing I've been peeping this shit a lot lately. He's doing like the whole thing with Stackhouse Media.
Yeah.
But he's been doing a lot of dope shit, just like doing shows, just doing a whole bunch of events with a different bunch of creatives. And honestly, I've been meaning to shout this nigga out for a while, but it's been keep escaping me. But I just want to do a big shout out to him. I've been enjoying his work, seeing all that shit on the gram, and it's tough. It's really tough seeing that shit. And another one, keeping in the same realm, is another rapper, but this one, K Wit. He's one of my mans. He's even doing right now a whole skincare line. If I can get it, hold up. I got it right now. I'm gonna shout that nigga out
Rappers
real
with
quick.
skincare? I'm with it.
Yeah.
I roll with that.
Yeah, hold
Take
up
care
right
of
now.
yourselves, fellas, for real, man.
So it's called Aubrey's Wish Skin Company. So AUBREES Wish Skin Co. That's it on IG, but it's pretty dope. He got like a little honey almond butter. He got some, some shea mango butter on deck too. So big shout out to my man's K Wit, aka Cartier. Is working on that shit right there.
Shea mango butter.
It's on fire.
Yeah, I got a cop.
I'm saying. I'm gonna cop that first.
Got a cop. That, and I definitely need to go on a nice little cologne run, because the season of the dresses are here, fall.
Yep.
So I definitely need that, especially as I, pop back outside and everything and much more. As we move on with the show, I want to do a quick recap because I was at the J. Cole concert the other weekend. Salute to my guy Rico. Thank you for inviting me and getting me a ticket. The off-season tour is lit. If you have a chance to go see the off-season tour, I highly recommend you do so. It was lovely being back at a concert of that magnitude. You're talking 19,000 people sold out at Barclays. Everybody came dressed to impress. Shout out to 21 Savage for a really dope set. Knife Talk goes crazy. You should have seen me in my section rapping Drake's verse in Knife Talk. I swore to you I took it all personal because that record is insane. Shout out to Moray who bodied his set.
Check the weather.
Hey, yo, last episode we had talked about it. I think we talked about it during the episode or maybe off air. Drewski's stand-up set If
was
that's
good?
what he's gonna be doing, it wasn't bad.
I've been trying to like.
It wasn't bad.
Nobody's recording it, like posting it. I'm trying to see what it's about. Like he posted in his story, I really do this shit or something. But it was like a second clip of him saying like, I think he's like, what y'all feeding these women out here in Houston? Because it's going straight to the ass.
Yeah,
That was it. And I'm like, yo, I need to see more because I love Drewski, but I want to see him do stand up.
His stand up is like crowd participation, crowd inspired. It's not like what you would think of like traditional stand up.
Okay.
So he comes out,
Talks to the crowd.
yeah, he talks to the crowd. He's like, oh, his set was pretty much, yo, we in New York, da 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 da. Oh, I see all these races in here, and based off of like the races, he'll play like a song. He's like, oh, we got the white people in here, play white people songs, and like the crowd was saying, he'll make fun of. He go, man, cut that off, that's racist. So he would do that, like Spanish songs. He'll do that, man, get that out of here.
Like a Martin Def Comedy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like playing off the crowd, but to his credit, it was funny. And it was like the right way for 15 minutes to like warm up the crowd. So maybe it's not worthy enough to like get you out of like the custodian room, but a playback to episode 162, folks. But yeah, it was funny. It was funny. But seeing Cole live just gave me that appreciation. Me like, damn, like he's really one of the GOATs for real. Like he's really one of the GOATs for real. And it's not like I didn't know that, but it's like you see this man come up on stage in joggers with the socks up on the joggers. Like I know that look from playing ball.
Yeah.
Fresh Dreamville joints. His jersey game is crazy. I don't know if any of y'all peep. You know the jersey. You know what he's doing with the jerseys, right?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, the Dreamville X NBA Throwback Classic combo goes crazy.
Oh, I didn't know he was doing that.
Yeah.
I was just doing throwback. Like,
Throwback jerseys with Dreamville on it that's from the NBA.
I didn't know
So it says, I think it said what? Like it says Dreamers on the front, Cloud in the back, and each city he goes to, he has that city's like most famous throwback jersey on. So in Brooklyn, it's, yo, Wolf, it is so fire. In Brooklyn, he had on the old school New Jersey Nets navy blue joint with the red outline.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Crazy.
That's on fire.
Crazy. And he bodied it for an hour and a half on stage. Hour and a half on stage. Salute to Boz, who did his thing. Busta Rhymes was in the cut. We saw him walk through chilling. But now Cole just got it, man.
I'm sorry, Busta be in the cut a lot. I remember I was at some spot like a few years ago, pre-COVID, it was before COVID. We was outside in the club. Busta is not in the section. This nigga is at the bar. like just chilling at the bar like a regular nigga. Talking to niggas at the bar. I look up, at first I glance, I'm like, is that Busta? Yo, that's Busta Rhymes. Like, what the yo, what the I'm sorry.
No. It's a fact because like where I was seated besides the stage, like 5 rows up. And in between is like the little pathway that you could go from like the tunnel or whatever to the stage and obviously the lower section.
Yeah.
And Busta just goes through, yo, Bust, what's up? What's up? He's like, yo. And he's just chilling like there like the whole show, like just watching the show. But Cole got it, man. Like Cole performed all the joints. Bodied it. I lost my mind. Salute to my homie Jordan, who was there too, covering the event. We lost our mind. Cole's definitely like just so in case you haven't seen him perform live and you guys go, Cole's the type to give speeches, but it's not like Kanye's rants. It's like an actual heartfelt speech. So he's like, yo, don't feel bad if you like not like the person next to you who knows like all the joints. Like it's impossible to know all the joints. You might not know this next one, but a few of us do. And he played back to the topic.
Oh, he's doing shit like that?
He played back to the topic, and I immediately went back to high school.
Do you know what's crazy?
Carolina Blue kicks pedal to the metal. Oh my God!
That's fire.
Yo.
Yeah. Let it to the ghetto. Hold your head high. Oh my God! I was going, and funny enough, there was a dude next to me that was with his girl, and it looks like his girl bought them like tickets. Yo, that's gonna be me at the next concert with my shorty. I'm talking just rapping at the shorty like he was barring her up, and she's just there smiling like, "Oh, I'm so happy you're happy." But it be like that.
I know that.
I felt that because I was like, I've done that before.
I've
I've done that at Wayne concerts when I went with people. I'd be all up in her face.
But nah, Cole's one of the GOATs, man. Great music, great performances, and it just like reminds you, like, yo, he's really one of them ones. And I'm lucky because I got Drake off my checklist, I got Hove off my checklist, I got Wayne off my checklist, I got Cole off my checklist. Kenny is arguably the last one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm blessed. But word, shout out to them, man. All season tour. Check that out whenever y'all can. And word, that's just that.
Not gonna lie, I'm surprised that nigga even did Back to the Topic because I'm like, I thought he just like saved like all them cuss for like, you know, when he does that dollar in the dream
he
store.
did
I wasn't expecting
everything.
that.
Off season sounds great live. He did everything. And to be there, of course, when you do for the last song as the goodbye, no role models, to hear that live.
That's fine.
I can just imagine that. Especially in a stadium, that shit just sound like.
Yeah, man. It was freaking nuts, bro, for real. But to go into the main event of this show, of course, we got a couple other topics to talk about, but the bulk of this show, at least from what I'm expecting, but we shall see, is us reacting to the new music that has come out, ladies and gentlemen, since we last recorded a couple weeks ago. Most notably, we have Expensive Pain by Meek Mill. And, of course, we got That Life of a Don by Don Toliver, man. Mm-hmm. Which one we want to do first? Coin toss. Where we want to go?
Let's go with Don Toliver because I got to keep it 100. I ain't even heard the Meek joint yet. I was bumping that Don a lot.
Damn, you raw.
Damn.
To be honest.
Hey, if you going Don, I'll go Don. Yeah. You want to go Don?
Shit, we could go Don. That's what I was listening to before I got.
Hey, let me start it over with a heat check. Don might have messed around and secured album of the year.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I still got a couple
up there, but
it's good to me.
He might have secured it. That joint crazy, bro.
First he came up here and he said, CLB is top 3 Drake.
Yeah. Yeah. And let it be known, I'm starting to win that fight.
I love Don, but now you're talking about album of the year.
Oh, yeah.
Might be.
Flack is on drugs.
It might be. And that CLB side note, once I had to teach folks, they rewinding back the tape. Do you listen to the lyrics and skim through them?
I'm not gonna lie.
I've had some cats.
Bro, I was listening to 7 a.m. the other day, and the T-bar came up, and your face just popped up in my mouth. I'm like, this nigga Flag.
Yo, I've had people hit me and be like, yo.
I'm not gonna front because I'm not gonna say it's top 3, but the 7 a.m. I remember you was like, it might be one of his best. Mm-hmm. Now that I keep listening,
I said it's the best AM PM. I said it straight up.
I don't know because I still love 5 a.m.
5 a.m. is also still my favorite.
Like my favorite, and 4 p.m. in Calabasas is just too hard. So I don't know, but it's hard. But let's get into this.
But that Dom, how y'all feeling?
Look, man, hold up.
Who else got a swinging on Westheimer out here in the streets?
Say that shit, that one.
Who else got that?
Like what you need. I think way bigger is what I'm thinking of. Got throwed.
Smoke.
Outer space is my shit, man.
Smoke.
Outer space is
smoke.
fire.
Outer space.
Smoke goes crazy.
Shit.
Escape.
Flocky is cool.
Get throwed.
Damn.
That Baby Keem record's pretty solid.
Drugs and Hella Melodies.
Come on, dog.
I'm saying like that.
It's a contender.
You know how when a nigga give you like the first half, it be fire. Like the first half was fire, but then the second half, it felt like it just got better. Oh my God. I'm like,
that's a fact. That's a fact. I'm not gonna lie too, cause like I'll fuck with Dom, but I was always just on it to like just okay. For come around, just probably hear it a little bit, won't really take it too seriously. And even when they dropped the singles, I wasn't really like checking for listening to them like this. But fam, I heard this shit, I'm like, nah, I was missing out like that. Cause I don't really be going back to his I think it was a Heaven or Hell like that, or like I think the one
Heaven
before that.
Hell,
shit.
I couldn't stop listening.
Yeah,
but like
I just
this
ran
shit
it the other day.
Yeah, this shit I've been putting this shit on repeat.
Dog, this in my opinion, this is a contender.
I'll say it's a contender.
And
it's up there.
It's up there.
yeah,
It's definitely up there.
that's why I add the mic, because it's like, and here's what's also dope too, because I've seen people say this about Baby Keem's project as well. And it reminds me of a stretch in rap, y'all, where it's like, I'll probably go back to I don't know why. I'll go back to like 2013, 2014, where I remember feeling like certain cats with the sophomore album went left and you didn't expect it, but it worked out so good.
Yeah.
Like, I remember like Mac on his second or third project went left. And it's like, yo, I wasn't expecting this, but this goes crazy.
Man, that's the project that made me a Mac fan.
Yeah, like there's
Mac fan.
and if you guys remember, like there was a good stretch where cats on their second or third album went a certain way sonically that you didn't expect, and it's like, yo, this was genius.
Yeah.
Like this was genius, and like folks were saying that about Baby Keem, like, yo, they didn't expect Baby Keem to go this way after what he did in 2019 with the Life Project.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody this past weekend that said they didn't expect the Baby Keem project to sound the way it did listening to the old project. I was just like, I don't know, niggas change.
Yeah, like cats change, and then you see it just work. Yeah. And I think with Dom, because you had the Had Enough, the Lemonade, and all these different records, you would think like, oh yeah, this project's gonna be all of that on steroids. And it's like, no, like this was some moody ass
shit,
introspective, and to an extent experimental music, and it worked.
Yeah,
it worked. Oh my God.
Standards?
Oh, I was about to say
That's when
I was looking at this shit right now too. Like
when I heard that, I'm like, oh yeah, he's really in like a different bag. Like I was like, oh, this nigga like singing like this.
Yeah.
Oh,
that shit hit, man.
That shit. Oh.
Shout out Dom. Crazy, bro.
Well, he had a nice little interview with Hot 97. If y'all ain't check it out,
got to.
It's like a nice little 20-minute interview. You get to learn more about him. It's dope.
That shit out.
Yeah. I'm happy for Dom, man. I'm happy for Dom, because this is the type of project that really lets people know, like, okay, like,
yeah, this nigga here.
Yeah, now
he's here.
He's not gonna be just standing outside no more, just chilling. Because I remember when I went to Travis' concert at Madison Square Garden.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah,
killed it or whatever. Like he Can't Say is literally probably my favorite song on the album, and I couldn't wait. I'm like, yo, I hope he bring him out. I hope he bring. Nigga, he came out, and that's when Travis had like the carnival shit. Like he was on
the roller coaster.
He took the roller coaster to the other side of the joint, and then I'm like, damn, Don not gonna come out. Don ended up coming out on the other stage or whatever, and then I'm like, oh, that's lit. I'm like, yeah, my nigga killing it. He up. He about to be lit. Go outside. My nigga is just chilling outside of the garden like a regular nigga, bro. Like, I walk past. I'm like, and he had the same shit he was just wearing on the stage. I'm like, what? But I ain't want to. He was in the conversation. I could have chopped it up with him real quick, but you know, some niggas don't like being bothered.
Yeah, that vibe. That's that. That's that introvert
yeah,
vibe.
It's like I don't know. Like you don't want to. Like, yo, what up? And make like I don't know. Maybe he was being low key. He was like, now probably, you know, niggas gonna be, oh, no.
Probably like trying to cool down after the show. Like, yeah, you know,
yeah, it was hot. He was wearing a big ass red jacket.
Can't miss him.
That's why I could. That's
in
why
the middle of New York
Like he
City.
was on stage with all red on. Then he's outside. I'm like, who the fuck is this? Oh, it's Don Toliver.
But nah, this project was it. This project was it, man. For real. Any other words on it before we gotta talk about Meek?
I'm gonna just say, Outer Space, Double Standards, Standouts.
I didn't have to really go back to CLB after I listened to it.
Yeah,
like a lot of these other projects.
As a fact, I think for me, like Double Standards and what was I say it again? Double Standards, I think Ghetto are the standouts for me on this shit, especially Double Standards.
Yeah, Double Standards. I really like that. Drugs and Hella Melodies. Fire. What You Need was the single he came out with for the album. That is really like when I hear it in the album. You know how when you even though you hear it, but then when you hear it in like the rotation, of
it
the
makes
album,
sense.
Yeah,
it made sense, and it just went off. And I was listening on the train. I'm just like, ooh. I know a lady was looking at me like this, nigga.
Mind your business, lady. Nobody bothering you. We just enjoying the vibes.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got to have a conversation about Meek.
This expensive pain.
How we honestly feeling, yo?
I'm gonna say this, even though I ain't listened to it, I did see. I saw a lot. No, I
want to give his opinion.
I'm gonna just say this.
Yeah, it's trash. I ain't listened to it, but it's trash.
Nah. I will say that I did see actually a lot of positive reviews about that shit. On my side of the shit, like I saw a lot of people like giving him props. I saw people saying that it was better than they expected. So I will give him that, even though I didn't listen to it, but I did hear that a lot.
Better than what I expected? No. It was good though, for me. I mean, it just wasn't what I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but it just wasn't what I was I don't know, but it was good though. I'm not gonna front. It's a lot of joints on there, a few joints on there that I really like or whatever. I go back to. I don't really listen to the whole project itself anymore. After I listened the first 2 times, I listened 2 times or whatever, the whole project. Now I just go listen to a few songs. It's good. Intro is not the best intro.
This is worse intro.
I was gonna say it's probably my least favorite intro, and I like listening to it though.
Okay.
You wanna know what's crazy? When I first heard it, I was just like, nah, this not it. Like when it dropped at 12, I listened. I'm like, oh nah, this not it, Meek. Bro, I swear, I dead ass said that. I wasn't even gonna listen no more. I'm like, cause Meek is the intro. We call him the intro
king.
god. Like he the king of that. So I'm like, oh nah, it's not it, Meek. Like I don't know if he was going too fast or I was tired. I don't know. But
it didn't feel like an intro.
Yeah, it felt like I was on like the second or third song.
It did not feel like an intro.
And I'm like, nah. So then what made me like the intro was the video. I went and watched like the video, and I'm big on like videos and stuff.
Yeah,
so
the visual.
The visual, even though all his videos been the same now, like they just basically vlogs and him spitting. Like that's how that's what he's going with. But the video, I just liked it. He's in the hood, the way he's spitting it made me like the intro. But it's cool. I feel like he flopped with the promo though. Like he
Absolutely.
didn't.
I believe
I
it.
felt like cause it's a good album, but he didn't promo it well. So I felt like that's like numbers wise, that's why it didn't do what it should have did or whatever, or what Meek Mill is expected to do. It didn't do that because promo. Like I think we talked about it off air.
Yeah.
But he just gave a date. Like he just was like October 3rd. It was he like put on the gram October 3rd, Expensive Pain. Then like the next day or two was the album cover or whatever. But that was that. Like and then he didn't like there was no like real promo. Like I'm not trying to say he had to be Drake or do like billboards or whatever, but like he didn't do none of that until the day of the album. The day the album came out, you seen billboards, you seen all this promo. It's just like
he did pop-up shops.
Yeah, pop-up, but it was just like, bro.
That's like some self-awareness.
He tried to do a Beyonce or Drake, like.
I was about to say, like, I don't. He think he that, but he's just not that.
And I could keep going about this because.
Nah, go ahead, have the floor.
And I seen
ISO.
I seen
we on the island.
You say he think or he want that feeling or whatever, and I feel like I'm not saying he deserves it or whatever, but and I don't even want to say he gotta humble himself, but it's just certain things like he just keeps talking about, and it's just like, bro, like he keeps talking about niggas doing him wrong and stuff like that. Then it's like getting annoying. Like it's like every interview is like kind of the same thing. He barely did interviews or whatever. He didn't do no freestyle for Flex or whatever, or any freestyle. Usually he does that. He just wasn't in his Meek bag. I don't know. He's calling it Zaza Meek flow. I don't know where he's going with, bro. Like
172 flows.
Meek, like I fucks with Meek, and it's just like I don't want to say it's the team or whatever, but it's just like I felt like he needed a better rollout, and he didn't have that. And I think he had an interview with Zane Lowe or something too, and he was saying like he want to be like acknowledged like a Kendrick or Mac Miller or whatever, because I guess they were on his XXL cover. Yeah, so he wants like the same type of respect. But
nah, man.
I'm about to say, like, you think like after his championships album, like after like Reception that shit got that, you think maybe he's expecting like, yo, that's supposed to be happening for every album now after the fact?
I thought he thought that, and he was kind of like he's kind of like arrogant with it, and like it just it's about like. I don't know, bro. It's about personality too, because it's like people fuck with like Meek's music. Like, don't get me wrong, he's nice, but it's just like
they're not fucking with
he's
him.
been like a lot of like you see anytime he tweet, they talking like
there's jokes, criticism.
You're 36, like it's just like he's became like, and I don't want to say he's became a meme or whatever.
I
but
mean, he is. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And it's crazy too, cause like even I think like back when the whole Drake shit happened, he became a meme. Then he was able to beat that shit just by
Yeah, he
putting out
bounced
dope
back.
music. But then like I think after that championship run, I think just getting into a lot of like honestly I want to say the nail in the coffin was when like my nigga was out here bunny hopping for fucking Roger Goodell or whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, so I think that's I don't get the nail in the coffin, but
The dive.
But you know what it is too, I think as well, and I think it leads down to this point. Obviously, after your great commentary there, I think it's a matter of this project is really like the first Meek project where there wasn't any of those noises that powered the music and like provided anticipation. Like championships really became championships because outside of the fact that the music was fire, like this is Meek out of jail, this is Meek outside, like all of that public support had been building up to where championships is what it is, and it remains one of the best albums from 2018 through 2019. For Meek this time around, it was like there was none of that. Of course, Meek was still doing his thing, making bread. There was still some dope stuff he was doing, but the momentum wasn't the same. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't all of that noise that built up that anticipation. And numbers-wise, I mean, he debuted number 3 on the charts, so top 3 finish, and he pushed 95,000, which for me was a little surprised because I initially had him like maybe at 80-something thousand, and he pushed 95.
We're seeing the numbers was like 80, 83 or something.
Yeah, and he finished with 95.
that's good.
And when I honestly think about the music, I would say it's a good project, but it's very forgettable. To me, it's a very forgettable project. I ran through it twice, but outside of that, I go back to the same record that I was already liking that I said on the last episode, which was Blue Notes with Uzi.
Yeah.
And that's because I really like that record. Other than that, it's like the intro's the worst intro he's had by a long shot. Halo with Brent's cool. I like the Kalani record.
Yeah. Joint with Ferg is.
Yeah, the joint with Ferg goes. But as a body of work to me, it's a very forgettable project. Like, I know for a fact I can run through it the same way I did with championships. Heck, I even enjoyed wins and losses a lot when I came out. But so for me, this is just a very forgettable project that...
Yeah, I really like it.
For him to be championing it this hard, at one point he said this was his best album.
Yeah, I remember seeing, I like this shit better.
Yeah, he's like, yo, I'm going crazy with all of these flows. I'm like, I could tell you use some new flows, all right. Yeah. But I'm not gonna act like it worked all crazy.
He said this is Zaza flow.
Yeah, this is the music.
See,
you could. Like, this is your therapy. You can work out to this.
Like
you can get lit to this.
It's like saying shit like that would piss me off. Like this the Meek Zaza flow, bro. Like this is when you get the Meek, you're 36.
yeah.
Like, and I don't even 36. Like this in Meek, but like it's just like, bro, like just. I don't know. And he said like this is his first like official like album he was able to smoke because he's been on probation. And he was like, this is how he used to rap. Like he was like when Nappy had me with the braids, I used to spit fast or whatever. That's when I used to smoke weed. Now I'm smoking weed again. So I brought that flameless flow back. And it's just like, I get it, bro. But
Shouldn't
like
have said that to somebody like me. If that's the case, you should be put probation like rules in the studio. Or you making an album?
Gotta put that shit in the front door,
in the studio.
They gotta put that shit in the front door like fucking mustard. Like,
yeah, because this wasn't. Again, to me, it's a good project. It's just forgettable, bro. Like to wait nearly 3 years for this, and I think that's the thing too. Is like, yo, we waited nearly 3 years for a body of work, and this is what it was.
And then he's dropping the extendo on Friday because he said it's not a deluxe, it's an extendo, like you know the gun clip.
I hate this.
He from the trenches, so he said like this is not no deluxe. It's an extendo dropping Friday.
A&R Braun, step aside. Step aside. We got the new shit now.
New shit.
Extendo edition.
Yeah,
ain't no more deluxe. Ain't no more dropping like the extra 5 songs at the end of the track. It's not that shit no more.
No more deluxe. We lowering it up this time. You know what I'm saying? He got clips on deck.
Go to the studio. Clips.
But you know what's crazy? Like the fact all y'all saying that especially because what you said in particular that spoke out to me was like it's not a lot of noise surrounding this album compared to other ones. So I'm thinking back to Even Dreams and Nightmare, I think he was just coming out of jail or just going
Yeah.
through that shit.
And also just had a lot of great momentum.
And that one intro was just so fire.
Yeah.
It just carried the whole album.
Yeah.
Same shit with I think Wins and Losses. Same shit with DC4.
DC4 was kind of like some jail, like kind of DC Wins and Losses was kind of like around the time him and Drake was going through it, but he was getting back in his bag.
That was a couple years removed.
Yeah, so he was getting back in his bag. So people was like, "Fuck him," because Wins and Losses is like my kind. I like championships, but Wins and Losses
my favorite for championship.
Yeah, I like that shit. It
I
it
like
hit
it a
for
lot.
me personally.
The EP he dropped was dope because it had the record with P&B Rock and Jeremiah. That was a summer record. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm not gonna say this album is not bad. Like there's a few joints on it. Even a few joints with him by himself that I like Love Train. I think Expensive Pain, the name of the like that song. It's cool, but like I said, it was no noise. The rollout was kind of bad. Like I don't know.
Forgettable.
He just could have did better.
Yeah.
Forgettable.
Like, I said like this was one of the albums after I went back to CLB.
The fight goes on.
Man, this was a few years ago. This
joke.
would have beat that shit up.
Keep this up. Let's revisit in 2025. But Wills, as our SZA correspondent, SZA had to, first of all, SZA
was looking good at
you're shorty out here. She thigh shaking now before the twerk.
You seen that?
Oh wait, she was doing what?
She popped out.
The thigh, like the thigh shaking. Like I don't know. It's like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Doing now.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's to let me stop before I go crazy.
Yeah. She was at the Isaiah Rashad joint. She came out and she started doing that to one of I guess he got a song where you twerk to or whatever. And she was doing it. I watched it a lot.
What's she been eating in Hawaii?
I'm still waiting for that NY show, but it's all good.
How much you been working out in Hawaii? For real, let me find out in Hawaii you been getting this album about to be crazy. But Wills, I wanted to go to as our SZA correspondent because she had to let the streets know that like, yo, are you stupid or are you dumb if you thinking I'm dropping at the same time as summer?
Yeah, I don't
What's
know.
that about?
Some fan like made a fake album cover or whatever. It looked dope because
it looked dope as fuck.
Me.
It caught me as fuck. Yeah.
I was like, whoa. I'm like, nah. I don't miss no SZA post. I'm like, she's not dropping or whatever. So I look, I'm like, nah, go to her page. I'm like, nah, it can't be true. Then I seen people saying, I seen a bunch of girls putting in their story, SZA and Summer Walker dropping the same day. Oh my God, it's over for y'all niggas. I'm like, what? No, it's over for y'all. I'm gonna be in my bag too. You act like we don't be fucking with this, but
Tweet you and put the red flags in it.
Twitter real quick. I'm like, oh nah. Then she even like retweeted and was like, why would I? I'm like, she basically said, why would I drop on the same day as Summer? And I'm on her album, so she basically gave us a little preview of her being on Summer's album because people wanted that. They needed that Summer and SZA.
Yeah, Summer's gonna be different.
Yeah, so I'm waiting for that.
That album gonna be
that Summer album gonna be
That's
crazy.
about crazy. I seen the track list shit, right? And the back of that track list, that's like the back cover of like that album shit. Just like if I find it dope. He got like the timeline of every time. I don't know if it when she wrote the song or when that situation happened that inspired the song or whatever. But I think seeing that timeline, obviously we ain't get the name of all the tracks, but just seeing that timeline, and then for me, I'm probably gonna go back, just try and piece it together.
Got to.
Like that's tough to me. That's
She posted it.
Yeah, I think Summer Walker posted that shit. It was tough. It was tough as hell. Like when you see that, you're gonna be like, nah, that's interesting.
AK, for the next topic, I want your take on this as well. Nicki Minaj was doing an IG interview, and she spoke about how she feels like the new lady rappers can't take criticism, and it often shows in how the music comes out, how the numbers come out. It's pretty much what she said. Even I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much is the point. What's the point of her take? How do you feel about that?
That new lady rappers can't take criticism?
Yeah.
I know.
She feels like a lot of people be lying to them. They don't always open themselves up to the truth. So it always shows when the music comes out.
That sounds like
and
a
the
sub
records
towards
don't.
somebody.
And the records don't. Oh, there's definitely a sub
That's
there.
definitely a sub to somebody. But I'm trying to think of it. I'm like, I'm thinking of who I'm thinking of.
Definitely ain't Cardi, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I know somebody that do be in their feelings a little bit. gobble me, swabble me.
I was thinking the same shit. I want to say it, but
Meg, because I seen her tweet. She was tweeting like, "Why be better ratio?" Because I think of
the
Kodak,
Kodak
because the
shit.
Kodak interview with academics, and
Mm-hmm.
he basically like. He didn't really say nothing bad. It just was like, yo, I just want like credit. Like not even like just say like, yeah, shout out Kodak. That's where I got to drive the boat. Like
That's what
that's
he
it. Like
Mm-hmm.
nothing crazy or whatever. But I guess like she was mad about it and tweeted so I guess it's her because I feel like she's the only female rapper I know of that goes on Twitter when something like when her name is in the media, she tweets something. Or, I don't know.
honestly, I was really thinking when he said, I was really thinking, because I'm like,
Because
niggas
Cardi don't say
Cardi
shit.
don't really say shit. Like
You definitely can't say that. You can't talk numbers with Cardi.
Yeah, I'm thinking like Flo Milli, like she's popping out. She really don't be saying shit.
Yeah,
Nico don't be
she's
saying
super young
shit.
in her career right now.
And my girl, I like
Otto.
Asian Doll. She on the low like bottom tier, but I follow her heavy for years, and she don't even be like complaining. The most she complain about is when people be taking her off of big time remixes what could have got her to the next level. But I don't see her like complaining about no numbers or nothing else like that.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I only see Meg like really. I don't even know about numbers, but I just see her complain a lot. Like,
Yeah, but that's about. I haven't seen no number shit either from her. That's something really confused. So to me, maybe it gotta be like
she
some
might
behind
be
the
talking.
shit.
Nikki might be talking about herself. I'm fucking with her. I'm just playing with the queen.
But now, I,
Put a
honestly,
bars go
I feel that. I feel that though. Like I feel like it's one of those things where it's like she's talking abroad, but yeah, when you start thinking about the landscape of women rappers, a lot of them are so young into the game that it's like, who's up at that point where it's like, yo, we really need the numbers. Like, ooh, this is about Mulatto, or
This is the
this is
most
about Coi Leray.
Even seen this
and
much
I've seen-
female rappers at
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
time.
And 90-something
Like-
percent of them are like relatively new, aren't like stars yet. It's really like
they aren't really
Nicki.
beefing with each other either too.
They not.
So it's like
They're all so young and like get out of the way. Like the vets is really Nicki. It's Cardi. Megan's like a young vet now. City Girls. Like
That's crazy.
yeah, like that. If you think about it, really, like if I'm missing somebody, I apologize. But
Rhapsody,
Rhapsody is like
Tiara, what?
Yeah, TRX, and even then, like those two, like you don't even look at them like, oh yeah, you're part of like the
new wave,
yeah. You look at them like, yo, you're with the men because you're that nice.
You're nice.
Like, you're
Hey,
that nice.
Y'all
Like,
barring up.
yeah, y'all
Real,
barring up. Like,
Hey, don't get me wrong. Nikki got bars.
Yeah.
She could bar like. Nikki
but
got
they
bars,
don't give
she-
that same aesthetic or
but
energy.
Nikki got all that sex appeal and all that. Like she do a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's very interesting. It's very interesting to see that. Any of you guys see Chappelle's
Y'all see? I saw Chappelle shit.
latest special?
That shit had me rolling.
Yeah.
I wanna call it ISO. I wanna call it ISO here because
Go ahead.
anybody knows me, they know Dave Chappelle is my guy, favorite comedian ever, one of my favorite creatives ever. I feel like with this special, I think it's among the worst he's done for Netflix, but I do think it's funny. But at the same time, I will also say that if you are watching Chappelle specials at this point, unless you've really been paying attention closely, you're not gonna get the jokety jokes. Like a Chappelle special is attending a history class. Like it's about observing, it's about listening. It's the fact that he's really funny, that he can say lessons in a funny manner, but it's not jokety joke. Like if you want jokes out of Chappelle, like for real, you need to go back to 2000. Should watch Chappelle show. Go back and watch Killing Them Softly. Go back and watch For What It's Worth. Chappelle's on that storytelling teaching wave, which at times happens to be funny.
Yeah, he's basically being himself, and he's a funny nigga. So
Yeah, like it ain't really heavy with the
and
jokes
he
like that anymore.
He knows how to. He's gonna give you basically a lesson, but he's gonna keep you in tune by like I guess saying a little like joke. Yeah,
That's to kind of keep you.
because I remember I was watching it for the good first 15, 20 minutes. I'm like, I ain't laugh yet. But then when he did say something funny, the shit had me dying.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
The first 15 minutes had me a little worried because I felt like he was reaching a bit. Some of them jokes and how he was going, like, you're reaching, dog. You only pulling that off because you're like the GOAT, but that ain't. Come on now.
That ain't some shit that you normally would have done, basically.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that, but you're doing that because you know you that dude, so you could pull it off. Like, sure, LeBron could pull it from half. That doesn't mean he should do it every time. Like, yeah, you can pull it from half, LeBron, but I think you should play your game and do what's best. How do you feel about the special?
Honestly, I personally fucked with it. I understood like a lot of the criticisms that it got and shit like that. At the same time, too, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I saw certain people speak out about it, and then I listened to what he said about that shit, it was kind of like
he was only correct.
You pretty much the type of niggas he was talking about. Like when I saw what's that freaking showrunner for what's that shit again?
I don't.
That fucking musical shit. They're white people. When I saw that shit, I'm like, yo,
I didn't even know that person was white.
Yeah.
And then when saying that shit, and I'm listening to what he's saying, I was like, yo, you really the exact same type of person he's talking about.
Everything, figuratively speaking, he says when he's talking about LGBTQ community, race, reactions, have been accurate. Even with this whole John Gruden thing in the NFL with the Las Vegas Raiders. Mm-hmm. He has been right for the last 2 decades. When it's race involved and black people are the target, there's a little outrage, but there's no get that person out of here. Yeah. It took freaking Gruden attacking his fellow white man and attacking the LGBTQ community for it to finally be, okay, get him out of here.
Fam.
And we're not saying, oh, of course he could say that about them. No, it's wrong, but it's why does it take that to be like, okay, we got to get him out of here. Yeah. When the first time around, when he's saying something racist towards us, that should have got him out of here.
Fam.
And that's why on the timeline, people have been saying Chappelle was right.
Chappelle was right. And then the crazy shit about it, too, I remember, like, even as you saying that, especially on the timeline, man, you seen a lot of niggas saying, like, well, for the racist shit, that was like so many years ago. I don't know why you still... This is even black niggas talking about that shit, too, mind you. This is really tripping me out when I see that shit. Oh, this is so many years ago. So it's like, all right. And then it's those same people that you will see now talking about that, the other side of it. Like, all right, though, he should have been gone for this right away, but... They're not really handling.
He's been saying it the whole time. When it's black, nobody's fast to react. But when other people get involved, it's gotta go, gotta do everything. Of course, it's not right that they're saying these things about them. It's just not right that you look at us and go, oh yeah, you guys can take the hit. And then you rush to their aid when they get hit.
Exactly.
You should get to us first the same way you would get to everybody else first.
Fact.
But before we close out the show, of course, we got these quick little tidbits of news. This was what I was able to quickly get before the show began. Another callback to episode 162. Joyner Lucas in his interview with Hot 97 promises to stop dragging Karen Civil because he feels bad about the reaction she's been getting online.
Nigga, shut up. I forgot about that.
He was like, yeah, I was a very, very starving artist at the time. I was lashing out.
He trying to hold on to the hype now.
Karen called them goons on him. That's all it was. Karen called them goons on him. She called them hackers on that nigga. Whatever he got in them files.
Yeah, that's right.
Or something, I don't know.
Check your emails and hide your kids. It's just not safe outside. What?
No, keep going, cause I just forgot. I forgot it. I forgot new music.
Whatchamacallit? Another Tupac update.
Tupac.
Retired detective Greg Caden, who's been one of the guys who has like investigated this case for years, back when he was like with LAPD and all that stuff. He's been calling for the arrest of Keefe D, Orlando Anderson's uncle, the alleged shooter in Pac's case. Because if you've been watching like The Art of Dialogue or Vlad TV, these guys seem to be in a war for who could exchange the most death row stories. So they've been doing like multi-part daily interviews.
Some death row shit pop up on my YouTube.
Yeah,
I didn't click on it.
Yeah,
but
Reggie Wright.
I thought Keefe D was locked up.
All those guys. No, he's been free. He's been free for a while.
I watched that. The remember that special that used to come on after Raw? Years ago.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about
the Biggie.
Yeah, the Notorious. Yeah, whatever that was. Yeah.
I watched that and could. I mean, all right.
Yeah, but
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk.
But yeah,
about
it's
it,
been
but-
like that because Keefe on various occasions, folks, he's literally been like, yeah, we did that. We caught him. We caught him at the light. We saw what happened. We saw what he did with Neff and Bong Bong and. Detective Caden has just been like, yo, this is ridiculous. How like, and Detective Caden has just been like, yo, this is ridiculous. How like this dude has repeatedly talked about what has happened and pretty much puts everybody together. And Las Vegas PD has just been like, nah, we're good.
I know this nigga fed up. He's like, yo,
Oh,
y'all
he is.
niggas snitching on fucking internet.
Yeah.
I can't catch yo. I know
Yeah,
you fed up.
he's been tight. He's been tight about it. So he's like, now's the time to do so. And lastly, just for the sake of it, I'm not going to explain it more. Snoop Dogg at one point taught Tom Brady's son about strippers.
What the hell?
I just put that on the docket.
Snoop's crazy. I don't know if y'all watch BMF.
Yeah.
Watch BMF.
Nah, I gotta start on the. But I heard that shit fire.
Damn, you should get that last episode with Snoop in it. That shit was crazy. It was too funny. Like Snoop, I've seen him act, but like as a pastor, bro, like come on, man. Why they give him that role, bro? Like, yo, bro, this nigga was in there flirting with the moms, rubbing their hand during prayer. Then want to talk about, is that bacon I smell? Is that bacon I smell? He's like, yeah. Ooh, you got it smelling like the upper room in here. Yo.
Hey, Snoop had himself a nice little stretch of acting in the early 2000s.
Yeah. No, I'm not even, he
Baby
didn't do
Boy,
bad,
remember
but as
Bones?
a pastor, that shit was funny.
Remember Bones?
Oh, he Bones, Baby Boy.
Baby Boy was
Shit, he was in Training Day.
Training Day in the wheelchair.
He got some joints.
Nah.
But nah, that's hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I can that fits Snoop so well, but strangely. I can just imagine that. That fits him so well, strangely. I gotta watch that shit now.
Nah, BMF is fire. But yeah, I know you didn't listen to it. You said you wanted to listen to it, but that Rich the Kid and Wayne,
Yeah.
it actually goes.
I had a feeling.
Another callback to episode 160.
I had a feeling.
It's not bad, bro. It's not bad. I'm not gonna. I listen to that more than I listen to Meek, and not even saying
Wow.
Wayne was just in his bag, and Rich got in his bag a little on some records, but Wayne was like, bro, he was going crazy, and I'm not just being biased, because I even said like there was a point where I wasn't like Wayne was just like
Yeah.
but bro, like nah, he was in his bag on that, and then I watched like an interview. They said they did it in like a month and a half, the whole album, but Wayne was in his bag. Just listen to it, a few songs. I'll shoot a few songs in the chat.
I'll shoot a few songs in the chat. We shall see.
Shout out to them.
But word, thank you guys once again for listening or watching a new episode of the Foresight Podcast, episode 163. Once again, visit our website, foresightny.com. Follow us on social media at The Foresight Company and at Foresight Company. Again, music-wise, we've been cooking up with Foresight Music, Fargo Fridays, the EP, Treat Me Different, the single, along with some new stuff on the way. Again, signing off from WTF Media Studios, the good brother Wolf capturing the vision ever so perfectly. Free the guys up top and free the guys down low. You already know how we rocking, man. Talk to you next time.